Thanks for joining us. I'm Macy Eglund. Wegmans has started using facial recognition technology. The supermarket chain set up cameras at 2 stores in the city as a way to combat repeated theft. Now, Wegmans has a location in Lake Grove, but declined to say whether facial recognition is being used there. The notorious torso killer, who police say killed 5 women in Nassau, has admitted to another murder. Investigators say Richard Cottingham confessed to killing Alice Eberhardt inside her New Jersey home back in 1965. Cottingham is currently serving 3 life sentences for several other killings in the tri-state area. The man accused of killing a CVS employee on Christmas night in Lindenhurst is expected in court today. John Palacio of Lindenhurst was indicted on an upgraded charge of first-degree murder. Police say he fatally stabbed Edison Sine Jr. of West Babylon while the 23-year-old was working behind the counter. A violent crime plunged across the city last year. The governor, mayor, and NYPD commissioner announced yesterday that 2025 was the safest year for gun violence in the modern era. They also said that serious crime, including murder, rape, and robbery, dropped nearly 3%.
Today is a milestone, something we could not have foreseen, I believe, 4 years ago when I first became governor.
Hochul says investing $3 billion for police and public safety helped drive crime to new lows in many areas. Upgrades are being planned at a development in Long Beach. The proposed $4 million renovation at Pine Townhomes includes new kitchens and bathrooms. The operator of the development is requesting tax breaks for the work. All right, let's talk about your Wednesday forecast now. Drizzle and fog to start the day, but that warmer weather continues. The fog this morning giving way to some sun. Highs up there. This is nice. Highs in the mid to upper 40s for most of us today. Tomorrow, temps will feel a lot like today, a little sunnier. Rain on tap for the weekend, unfortunately, but hey, at least it's not snow. A little break from the snow. Monday and Tuesday right now are sunny and dry in the 40s.
Long Island weather is brought to you by PTRC.
Only in Newsday, Long Islanders are reacting to a federal funding freeze that could impact childcare for families in need. Our Andrew Anger explains.
Hello, how's your day going?
Frances Monsanto works at a daycare in Amityville where her daughter goes. Frances receives state and federal funding to help pay for the care. Losing it, she says, would be devastating.
I wouldn't be able to work. I wouldn't be able to put, food on the table because I don't work.
That funding is now in question as the Trump administration late Tuesday froze more than $10 billion from the Child Care Development Fund, the Temporary Assistance for Needy Families program, and the Social Services Block Grant program, which all help subsidize child care services in 5 Democrat-run states, including New York. The Department of Health and Human Services says it's concerned the money could go to people who are not citizens. A spokesperson from HHS issued a statement which reads in part, "For too long, Democrat-led states and governors have been complicit in allowing massive amounts of fraud to occur under their watch."
Cannot fathom all the work that's been done to be ripped out from underneath us like a rug.
Alicia Marks has 200 children in her care. She estimates nearly 90% receive some sort of public funding. It's unknown how the frozen federal funds will affect operations at the moment, but she says any reductions could do great harm to needy families.
We're throwing the buoys out to these families. They're not sitting home watching TV. They're working parents.
And while daycare providers and recipients are bracing to see how this latest news from Washington will actually affect them, Governor Hochul says the state of New York is getting ready as well.
So this is a fight we're going to have to take on. Our kids should not be political pawns in a fight that Donald Trump seems to have with blue state governors.
Governor Hochul said on Tuesday she had not seen the specifics on the frozen funds. She bristled at the administration's actions, adding, New York is preparing a legal fight.
And I have to ask the question, why is there such a frontal assault on children in this nation from this administration?
In Amityville, Andrew Enger, Newsday TV.
Read more about the funding freeze on Newsday.com. Click Get More below the Newsday TV video box. Only in Newsday, we continue our series focusing on how Long Islanders are helping one another. Videographer Chris Ware shows us Volunteers of Long Island.
My name is Brooke Stern, and volunteering to me is very important. Find something you're passionate about and put that time and energy to good use and really just help impact the world. I volunteer with the Guide Dog Foundation and America's Vetdogs, and it's important to me because you're inevitably giving somebody a stronger sense of independence. There are a lot of individuals who are looking for our dogs, whether they're blind, they have low vision, PTSD, they're a first responder, veteran. There's a lot of steps that go into creating that working dog or assistance dog. The puppy starts with me and then goes in for training. And then after that, they find their perfect match. The dogs that I help to raise end up changing people's lives for the better. My favorite thing and most rewarding thing is to see is that final match made. Like the dog find its place in the world and the person just kind of take a sigh of relief that knowing that they have their new best friend. We've had a dog in my house ever since I can remember. My mom was a puppy raiser starting when I was 3 years old. So I grew up with it, and then the day that I turned 18, I actually remember on my birthday filling out my application to do it all on my own. I'm on puppy number 14 right now, so I always say that it's the best addiction that I could have. I'm my happiest self when I have a dog. Volunteering to me is very important. Finding a way to give back to your community it makes you a stronger person, it makes you a better person, it makes you open your eyes and see the world a little differently. And helping these dogs along their way and changing somebody's life for the better is one of the most rewarding experiences that I could think of. It's a very special thing.
How sweet is that? You can see more exclusive content just like this on our website, Newsday.com. Click Get More below that Newsday TV video box. Only in Newsday, a new school in Westbury is not for the faint of heart. Elisa DiStefano heads to iFly Trapeze.
Soar through the air on a flying trapeze. iFly Trapeze just opened at Samania, New York in Westbury.
iFly Trapeze is a recreational flying trapeze and circus art school that my brother and I started in 2006 here on Long Island.
This is iFly's first and only indoor destination.
To find a building with clear spans tall enough so that you can actually stand the trapeze up to allow you to do flying trapeze. So that's, although we've looked for many years, it's been very hard to find.
Sign up for classes or take a lesson.
You just have to be interested. No experience necessary. We try to do everything by reservation. Most of our schedule is made up of open 90-minute sessions, ages 4 to 104, we like to say.
I've done this before, but it was a long time ago and I was a lot more limber.
So why don't I put a safety belt on?
Please make sure.
All right, now it's time to climb the ladder. All right, come on right over here.
Did I mention I'm afraid of heights?
If you're not a frequent flyer, their expert instructors will guide you through step by step off and swing by swing.
Look up here, catch. Yes, that's good. Good job, we did it. Awesome job. Sit down now.
Elisa DiStefano, Newsday TV.
The ground!
Yes.
I could do it. Anybody could do it, trust me.
Great job, Elisa. You can read more about iFly on Newsday.com. Click Get More below that Newsday TV video box. See more on these stories on Newsday.com and watch us streaming anytime on Local Now, YouTube, and the other streaming services you see here. I'm Macy Eglund. We've got more local news coming up.
One girl's harrowing story reveals some of Long Island's darkest secrets. A complex story of drug abuse and sex trafficking that led to 23 arrests. Unprotected, now available at Newsday.com/unprotected.